Welcome to FXStreet. If you like what we're talking about, you like the content we are producing and the videos, you want to be updated on a regular basis, please head over to YouTube, join our channel by hitting the subscribe button. You can follow Akash and I individually on Twitter, Akash at Mang Yeko, and myself at Just Analysis One. Taking a look at Bitcoin. So last week, week ago today, actually, talked about there was a pretty significant gap between the bodies of the weekly candlesticks and the weekly Tenkan-sen, which is where Bitcoin moved down to, and then also this week is traded a little bit lower too. So it's actually returned back into equilibrium with the Tenkan-sen, but it is the Thanksgiving holiday weekend and in the States, and historically, crypto markets at least have had mixed results. They can do very well, they can do very poorly. As long as the Tenkan-sen holds at 56K, things look pretty good. But when I'm looking at my three different box sizes on point and figure, on the $1,000, the $500, and the $250 three-box reversal charts, they all hint at some deeper moves south, and especially here on the $1,000 three-box reversal chart. It looks like it wants to actually position for a retest of the neckline break of the previous inverse head and shoulder pattern, and that would involve a move down to around that $44,250 level, or $44,000 even, rather. I don't see that as a huge likelihood, but certainly that is something that could play out. But I mean, if it goes anywhere, that 50K level that we've discussed before, which matches up very nicely with where the current weekly Kijun-sen is at. It's right in that 49 to 50K level range. That's what I would expect it to go to if it's going to hit any kind of low this week. But I'm not sure what you see, Akash.
Yeah, okay, cool. So the last time we discussed this, I mentioned two scenarios, which is scenario one, we kind of go up here. I think it was somewhere around 19th November. What was 19th November? Yeah, it was Friday. So on 19th November, I was expecting these two scenarios. Scenario one is where we go higher, retest the 60K or the 59K level here. And there was also this demand zone here ranging from 58,200 to 61,545. And that scenario has played out pretty good, but I'm still expecting like another minor upswing here before we enter this territory here, which is 52,746 to 54,972. And so far it's played out pretty good. And from a lower time frame, I just want to show you. Let me just go on to lower time frame. Okay, so what I see right now is for the price to probably do a reversal. We've swept these lows here at 55,621, and there was a minor dip here below this low, and that one has been swept with this candle as well. Just got out of my very small position on Bitcoin, and now I'm expecting it to, from a short-term time frame, go up to the 70.5 fib at 58,661 or 59,067. So these are the two levels that I'm looking forward to from a very short-term perspective, which is from the current position, a 4% upswing. Beyond that, I'm still looking for it to get into this level here, 52 to 55, is what I'm looking at. Like the Bitcoin should find some kind of respite from the selling after it gets into this level here, as it collects the sell side liquidity down here. So that's what I'm looking, a retest of 53K to be very precise, but yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So 53K for now, and depending on how Bitcoin reacts here, we might get a retest of 56K or might head down to 48K. So that's my take on Bitcoin from a short-term to higher term perspective. It's kind of bullish on a very short-term, and it's bearish from a higher time frame perspective, right? As for the on-chain metrics, I don't see much change in the daily active addresses. It's declining, its price is declining. The MVRV is still hovering around the 20%. The last time we discussed this was around 21%, 27%. Yeah, so nothing's really changed here from an on-chain perspective. Everything looks the same. And the IO map shows the next major support level ranges from 41K to 54K. So it precisely coincides with the levels that I'm looking at from technical perspective. So that's my take on Bitcoin.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And thank you everybody for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.